Expectation on someone like Insani to carry them through. Brazil's hottest prospect. This fake is working wonders right now, drawing the ramp player down. Oh, good cover though. Breno keeps that B site intact, then they hear the rush.
Insani steals himself away, but out of ammo now, has to get the fresh mag in, and that's where they'll chase him down. Only Nissim left, and then...
Force up here from Legacy with no plot. It's a bold call. But looks like they want to go for a quick A split. Main drop given away. Safe overwhelmed by two players outside. They might slow down off that kill. Lots of damage has been done to these yard players.
Yeah, they still have players trapped out here in the yard. That means that Nissim, all he's really done from the vent drop is be able to walk up, clear out Secret, sure. I don't know how he's going to help out in this battle onto Insani. Player on top of the main roof, spotted and dealt with, and now the bomb seen crossing. And because Nissim came to act as a bodyguard here on the trip down through Secret, wasn't able to hold vent or these lower rotates in the downtime. Only just getting there again now. So the lower site should be contained for MIBR. They've got two players down here already.
Lukowski hiding out as well, can play late if they plant open. They get mollied, that's a bit awkward. Got some cover from above, lets him get out of the corner, but Sadzin runs him down. Tech9's find a way into this B-bomb site, and Legacy break another face to get them in a 2-on-1. Bomb stuck backside, and Sonny's got his easy kill, and he's got the element of surprise.
Doesn't have a kit to work with, but there is a lot of pressure on Dumao right now to close distance. Moving on in, he's already at the double doors. They've been swung open, but Insani's called his bluff.
I love that.
That is wild. The 10-second stick doesn't fall for the pressure of the doors being opened right behind him.
Full wall. And Legacy hesitant to go down. Looks like they want this top side instead. Again, slipping through these smokes and into the A site. Plenty of players here to receive. Rotates a quick, and round is quicker. Getting very close. Saturn's orb over the top of the red box. Has a player pinned in spawn, although he doesn't know it. Big opening kill backside to exit. Pay off.
I mean, MIBR is so ready to receive on the top side that if they do bypass safe, they're still going into a triple top hold from MIBR. So no matter which way they go, Legacy are going to be scrapping and battling every step of the way. Safe even gets up into the heavens in time. There's the lineup. This crossfire is just too strong. So Lato's still able to make it past. Thankfully, the bomb not lost out in the yard. And Rotate's starting to scramble towards lower. This is the first time really for MIBR where it feels like they've been caught out a little bit here, right? Usually they've been one step ahead of Legacy in these moves all across the map. But it's the sheer number of players that made it across with those yard smokes. And
I mean, yeah, how do you win this? You're hunting outside players. Nissim is ready to just play on ramp and kill everyone. He's in no hurry.
Yeah, and you just wasted all that time chasing down Sadzin on a Glock outside.
Weirdly enough, they're going to win with pistols and they won't even get the upgrades. MIBR are going to get out. You know, fair enough for Nissim to not play there. He doesn't want to go too early and give MIBR the kills that might beckon them back in, but MIBR kind of cool it off immediately, just out of position. Finally caught off guard. Finally a pacier round for Legacy. It works wonders.
You don't let this be where Legacy get their second wind, right? Because that's a hell of a round for them to find. Doing it with mostly pistols, the one kill in the round coming from a Glock. And so, yeah, this is MIBR looking for a bit of revenge. They bring the fight to Legacy. They go fighting for that lobby control. Outside Safe is holding it down on the AWP. He's even searching for a little bit more. Needs to smoke open. They spot one player crossing. Orb will deal with Safe outside. 2 versus 4 turns 2v3. And MIBR bring everyone down towards lower. But these vent drops were loud. That was heard by Legacy. So they'll explore this A site. Only the dink out of Lukowski. Sadzin is pulling this round back for Legacy.
Scramble now. We've got exit on a flank timing, which is actually pretty good. Might be able to find this AWPer trying to cover the bomb plant, but he goes back for more. Sadzin misses that timing. Back to heaven. Teammate below the bomb site. Third kill in the round for Sadzin. This backstab has to happen, but he's tucked in the corner. Exit's given nothing. Bomb getting stalled out right now while they wait for the kill to come to them, and so Exit doesn't feel the burden. No hurry needed. He could be anywhere, and he knows he has Sadzin trapped in. Not a shadow of a doubt. As he shoots him in the back, bomb can be stuck.
It's awkward though, that's what they were waiting for, the info. You know, where is Exit? They had to pay the price to get that information, and so now Lato required to finish the job that Sadzin started. Exit to go up against his whole squad looking on as he tries to recover this round that felt like it was in the bag. Well, hopefully that doesn't have earth-shattering consequences here.
They dropped the smokes anyway, so they've got enough to cross. Nice opener. Sadzin looking to carry Legacy through this T side right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was him who was looking real sharp back in that first stage for Legacy. Sadzin not been shy of having these super high impact games.
I like this setup.
Are you ready for a heavy stack in at lower? Double layered peak here available from top and bottom of the rafters. And get past that first man, and Breno getting pincered. It's good stuff from Lux and Lato to keep the pressure on. And that gap is closing. This initial 4-0 start for MIBR. Itself in, given up, and Legacy now he is chopping at the bit to continue closing this distance.
Terrorists win.
Full blind. Looks like they still want to go. They've lost the first man on this top hit, but this is turning into a very limp execute right now, where MIBR get to force the plays. 2 picks into the lobby. Legacy trapped.
Yeah, a bit awkward, bit stubborn there for Legacy.
Kill.
Look at MIBR trying to stay one step ahead. They've got 3 players down here on the lowest side of the map. And so Sadzin is operating within some small margins, but he will get that turnaround on a safe. Wild way for these AWPers to this ramp control. That bomb could have left at any moment.
3v5 is cooking.
And as mentioned, MIBR have lost one of these already. So there are some nerves setting in, but that swing from Lukowski looks to alleviate any pressure on this round. He's dropped the bomb. Left Dumau in a rough spot. Oh my goodness, 2 on 2.
It's not planting.
Kills on either side, but Dumau doesn't try and go for the plant. They'd already committed to the save.
Counter-terrorists win.
I don't know why you wouldn't try. I mean, he heard, I guess, the... Full blind. Looks like they still want to go. They've lost the first man on this top hit, but this is turning into a very limp execute right now, where MIBR get to force the plays. 2 picks into the lobby. Legacy trapped.
Yeah, a bit awkward, bit stubborn there for Legacy, just trying to follow through. Look at MIBR trying to stay one step ahead. They've got 3 players down here on the lowest side of the map. And so Sadzin is operating within some small margins, but he will get that turnaround on a safe. Wild way for these AWPers to meet.
A safe step or something? You suddenly just...
Left at any moment.
3v5 is cooking.
And as mentioned, MIBR have lost one of these already. So there are some nerves setting in, but that swing from Lukowski looks to alleviate any pressure on this round. He's dropped the bomb. Left Dumau in a rough spot. Oh my goodness, 2 on 2.
It's not planting.
Kills on either side, but Dumau doesn't try and go for the plant. They'd already committed to the save.
Counter-terrorists win.
I don't know why you wouldn't try. I mean, he heard, I guess, the risking their life. It's all on Sadzin right now. If he doesn't get given this kill, as MIBR turtle up, What do Legacy do? 45 seconds, and they've got no idea. That's a flash play that sets Lux up, and that tempts Legacy in. 5v4. Time is always the issue. It seems like they're going to have to just split this A bomb site. That or vent. Safety will not let them in for free, but he's traded quick.
Yeah, the instant trade gives Legacy a reason to go for this. They've dealt with that first A-side player. They're ready for exit, tucked in at the back of the site. He's going to buy some serious time, knock out some serious numbers, and it's just the one and done.
No.
Dead straight away as Sadzin covers Lukowski coming up through the vent. Breno, 1 versus 3, pulling up into a lost top site. 2 players here boxed in at the back. The AWP providing cover. Breno thins the herd, but it won't be.
And he's finding, even when it's just 1 kill in the round, a very impactful kill. Legacy know the value of their AWP. Again, letting him open.
I also think it's really good, like you've turned one of MIBR's greatest strengths in Insani into feeling like a bit of a weakness. In a lot of these rounds, he's been the one to fall out in the yard in these man advantage positions, often being one of the first deaths. And I think that comes down to, like you say, Sadzin being given room to roam. Hang on a second, these pistols are making it interesting.
Well, they were. No longer. No longer. Should know. Lasso cleans it up.
Started roaming that gave up the man advantage.
Yeah, MIBR want to play their own game, but oh my god, both AWPs cross past each other, neither knows, and they walk in. Really awkward for Nissim, as his teammate was too soon on that angle. They're not ready to help Dumao out on this A side, so while he lurks behind smokes, he's operating on his own.
This is really nice conditioning from Legacy. They know that, like, with bullying Insani outside so much, they've likely forced a bit of a switch to his game plan, and that did afford them more room, but Insani is able to piece it together.
What a clear. He has no idea.
That's awkward.
Sorry. Lukowski, feel like this position should be good for 1. Legacy stalled out right now. Legs grabbed. Dragged downtown. And Sadzin probably should save here, but they're going to come for him. Here we go.
Knocking the AWP out would have huge ramifications, right? Sadzin's been instrumental. A lot of these rounds are centered around Sadzin being the guy to open it up. And so they really want to try and take this AWP out of play. Setting on Sadzin. And Insani's done a really good job of realizing over time that their game plan hinges around finding him out in the yard, and so he's changed how he's been playing it, starting off these rounds over towards Secret, gets to pick and choose his battle a little bit more, no longer at the mercy of the yard smokes, and Insani just farms up against these pistols. So MIBR on it to win out that first half. Now they go over to this T side. A little sprinkling of util in the pistol. Let's see what kind of pace we get out of MIBR.
Going solo as well with 2 players. Trying to get tricky with it. Perhaps on the drop through this main smoke. Waiting for the time to strike. MIBR start to erupt on this A split. Lukowski falls in. Back's turned. They don't clear the corner, but Lux with some ugly shots that Julies might have to carry them through. Lato uncleared and threatening. 2 shots in the back of the head. MIBR, it stalls out into the stack. And jigs up.
Oh.
Heard the drop go for the kill. Okay. 3 seconds. Look, I don't want to say he can win it, but let's see if they give him some fights. Down the vent, down the vent, down the vent.
Oh my god, hold on a second.
I'm scared.
Safe as the bomb now, 10 seconds left to work with. Gonna have time to get this planted in at lower. 1v4 as this begins for Safe. They run him down, and that's exactly what's required. Not the start they wanted though. Sadzin from the rafters. Teammates here to lend a helping hand. Lasso with the extinguish gets gone on in time. One back for Breno.
Do it again.
All right, Safe, you got to do it once more. 1v4, and they need another bomb plant. They want more money. Safe got to provide for the whole family right now.
Lato's kill.
Engagement that could give a bit of pause is this one. Breno versus the MP9 at ramp. Even then, though, it's a hard fight for him to win and get past. If he does, the round opens up. But if it ends up going down in the yard first, yeah, that's exactly what Legacy want. Swift cleanup outside, as it's only Breno in a world of hurt. He'll go back to the fight that nearly started it all. This one over towards ramp. They're supposed to be here. The idea that they grind through the first stage, now they're in this position to take their opening map. They're in pole position, coming back versus MIBR, a team they are familiar with.
Yes.
You know, it feels like a perfect storm for a Legacy upset here to open things up in stage 2.
Good point. Would be a crazy way to kick off this second stage.
As the saying goes, it feels like they're playing with house money right now.
Okay, Lux. They are holding right now. Finding deep is good. The shot is not so much. Safe having a struggle will finally finish that. And you definitely take the space outside. You know it's going to be clear with that deep push. Fakes a step, goes back to lobby.
B, Sad's in here on the Famus. There is a world where you could try and come up through the vent, but Exit isn't in a position to help with that.
Yeah, it would be such a risky move at this point in the round, having no support from the lobby at all. They almost have to go down into B. Could they really risk it? Molly in the vent, so they're committed now. 10 seconds. Good position. Satin does a lot of damage, and that nade will stop the plant. Smoke blown open. Nissim gets his kill, and this one falls apart for MIBR. The hilarious part is, if they went up the vent...
Not the start MIBR wanted.
Oh, it's getting desperate. Pop through the ramp smoke. Bit of a gap. Going either way. Jumping the corner. It sets up for a trade. There's an AWP moving in. If they can pluck one out, that would go a long way in this round. Or Sadin rather. As they spill out into B, Dumau caught by this hero AK. Exit putting it to use, taking matters into his own hands, and the backstab sweetens the deal. 2v4, Legacy thinking about saving. Lato is here, he's
Lato is very kind of committed to this lower side of the map. So for the time being, Satin's trying to chase down Insani on this lurk, leaving a 1v3 for Lato in at lower. First kill comes through. Insani's still wasting time. There's a second player hunting here.
1v1.
And now they know about this. And if Sadzik can just waste time here, that would be huge. Lato's tried to play his hand now, knowing this 1v1 for lower was a thing, but it's not given over. He can't secure it. And so round slips by. It's a low econ pickup for MIBR, a much needed win on this
CT side. He will have to find impact in some of these rounds. Down B, Sadzin's wide. He hits his and he gets out with a block as well. 5v4, Legacy, comfortable yet again. Overplay it.
Oh, there's a bit of movement happening here out in the yard as well.
It's a chess game right now.
Nissim trying to figure out where the next strike's coming from, and he chooses correctly. Exit up through Secret is showing the door. And here's the support from heaven. Lux provides Overwatch for his garage player. It's only Safe left, 1 versus 5, and he's going nowhere quick. He just wants to save this AWP. Legacy secure double digits, and it's the fashion in which they get there that's impressive. That's a 5 alive round. Money accrued on this CT side and building up now. MIBR have got a grind laid out ahead of them.
After their first on the T side. Means it's almost now or never.
Test of Exit as well. What's his read on the situation? Where does he think the gap exists? Out in the yard, Safe has provided them an opener. A much-needed 5v4 here for the side of MIBR. They set their sights on this cross in a secret. Dumau's already dropped down, but fighting from within the vents. He's here fighting to his death. And maybe Lato's death as well. First player spotted. They know about Lato still in this position. That's the bomb tumbling away from MIBR. The AWP up next to try and get this trade. Safe with a critical miss. And the vent drop. Oh, it's considered. Lato, head on a swivel. This guy's on for the ace. Is he ready for Breno? Gun picked up. Lato, this round, he's the sole architect of it. 4 kills deep, finally knocked out. Breno left up in the clutch as a 1v2 rolled out ahead of him and no info where both these players are. Gonna try and head up in towards the top site first, clears the lobby with the last remaining dregs of time he has left. It's the AWP in the heavens facing first. Breno's got to be ready for this. 15 seconds as he walks out now, and the AWP will get taken down a peg. MIBR and their hopes hinge on Breno picking up this clutch. Dylan with chances. Instead, Nissim gets to play a tap. Gets to play around this bomb. Molly dropped in at the hut and playing right through it is Breno, who it is.
What a disastrous round to lose.
Yeah, as far as that is concerned, he'd already done enough to win the game, right? 4 kills, he was 1 shy of the ace. You'd never feel like that round should be going against you, but a 1v3 from Breno, and it's fired him up. He's in with a double kill on the entry. There's his team in behind him. MIBR have found their second wind.
Oh, if this
after a 1v3 clutch, we go straight into a double entry from Breno to tie up this game at 10-all.
This is really how MIBR just suddenly get activated off the back of that high impact clutch. And then string together some rounds after Legacy were looking to perform yet another upset here at the Dawn of Stage 2.
And all those good graces from the clean rounds on this CT side don't matter anymore, right? It was going to be a grind for MIBR, but they've broken through the bank. They've broken through the money of Legacy. This late in the game, that is a big problem for this Legacy squad. This save is a requirement. These guns are what they have to hit with in that next round.
Terrorists win.
Having the AWP in a round like this is very, very useful. Sadzin wants to try and make a play early, put this AWP to work, and you're not ready for that angle out of the enemy AWPer. Insani caught by the aggression outside. The rest of MIBR try and react quick.
Through the left window that's already broken if he wants. Door getting open. There are 3 players on this B-bomb site right now. MIBR better watch out.
Nissim trying to make the play that wins the round. His teammates take the contact. That was meant to tee him up for a multi-kill, but he only gets out with 1. Still, MIBR feel very boxed in. They have no control anywhere else on the map. Proactively, they go early on these rotates, quick to abandon that lower side of the map. They've now got 3 in A in time, including this AWP, but the first shot misses. Lux with this gun puts it to use, and Lato tries to close the gap. Moving in through the heavens, this is the 1v1 right there. That was his golden opportunity, and he will lock it.
Shoots anyway. That's one way to do it. Bottom of the board, and he puts them to bed.
So our animated he got as well in the cams, right? The double kill, like good for Legacy as well, and I'm sure that's something MIBR have felt in a handful of these rounds, right? Even now, Nissim ready to play in tandem and lend a helping hand to Lux. If he needs it, that's the lineup. And now that the pressure comes in, Nissim should be ready to lend that helping hand. It's actually Sadzin up next. Rotating in on the AWP, they still don't know about this third player nearby. Exit left cowering in a corner. And that's the last memory he has of this round. Left saving the AK, the only gun that MIBR will have in this next round. Legacy have 2 chances to close this out. Oh, and that gun just
rounds here at the end of the game for Legacy.
You know, this is Legacy, the team that wasn't supposed to be at this major, making it through the first stage, and now looking to knock out MIBR in this open.